a nice little bumpsy and perfect landing.
If you would like to call it that.
Well, you see, we did not hit the top of this mountain before landing down here, so yes, that would be a perfect landing.
At least the boat doesn't need repairs again.
Quick question. Where the fuck are we?
I decided that
He's a great fish.
we needed to take a moment before going back after the things that we have done and also seen.
Plus, he's back now, so probably should fill him in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Prince had to go home with Mommy and Daddy.
Let's not talk about that.
Anyway, don't know about you, but I could stretch my legs and my tail.
Sitting on the ship all day.
Suppose my wings could also use a bit of stretching.
Oh wow, this place looks like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Part
feels
of
so
the reason
lifeless.
why I landed here was so that, well, it looks abandoned, and I don't think that anyone would willingly come here.
What is this?
This is a weird contraption.
Sort of.
Right.
Okay.
It sort of looks similar to your ship, but different.
I mean,
I'm walking.
I've seen them, but I've never used them.
It's got wheels, so it must be transportation of some sort. Be able to take it apart, maybe. Even though I really don't have a clue on how to work those kinds of things.
Did you not build your ship yourself?
I did. But I'd have to open up the hood of that vehicle of some sort. See what's inside.
Well, it seems there's another one here.
Hey. Military grade. What's military?
I wonder if a war could have happened here.
Okay,
I would
think of it
assume that's
like,
it.
you should know what military is.
No, I know what military is. I mean, what military? A part of what community?
Humans. I
The
can't tell
humans.
you know, what specific region or countries or whatever, but it's obviously human-made.
Quite worrisome.
When you see military, humans are always up to no good.
That sounds about
Listen,
right.
humans are humans. What I want to know is why this place is...
What was that?
There's no fucking energy. There's nothing.
Well, I'm just saying it seems to sound about right. From what I've heard.
Humans only bring trouble. Greed and misfortune always mislead them and misguide them into everlasting oblivion.
Go do something, Mo.
Sure.
It sounds a bit
Say that like as if I'm
tragic
wrong.
and whatnot. Perhaps it'd make an interesting song. If I were to learn more.
Well,
Another tale to tell.
Of course! After all, with places like this, there are only so many tales to tell. You just have to look around, see what you find and what you learn. Definitely seems like something went wrong here.
Moving away from this, how was your conversation with Mommy and Daddy?
Oh, now that I'd like to hear.
Hmm.
I'd also like to hear this.
You know, you still haven't told me if they're single.
I don't like the fact that I'm being surrounded. Have you all heard of something called personal space?
I have no idea what you're talking about, little prince.
Push.
Out of RP. I'm just gonna fix your hat. It's like,
Oh, come on.
is your hat always just down like that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Answer the question.
let's just see. I have time until...
Not that way. No, it's not.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Well, you all have to meet
Hold on,
them.
hold on. I'll fix it. Let me fix it quick. Hold on.
Meet them.
Just let me know if it
This
does
is
it
the first
again,
time
because...
I heard about this.
Alright, it's off, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't fix
Better
it. You have to
fix-
reset your model.
Yeah, no, you have to release poses. You have to release poses.
Oh, there you are. You're good.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, much better. Okay.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get back into...
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes, I
What do you look
assume
like?
Thank you.
she is.
Yeah.
She?
Oh.
Yes.
That's fine. Okay, what about your mom then?
Yes, my mom is single. He is... rather closed off.
Hmm.
And we get
We
to
are
know
the
them
group
soon.
to
How
help
is it that you're
people
big but
open
still
up, are we not?
But of course.
Can we all talk about this when we...
I'm sure I'm sure we could manage a little bit of convincing if we were to meet them, don't you think?
Ah, yes.
The little prince seems to be a bit shy about it.
Don't worry, little prince. We have family to go back to.
Well,
It's another one. Hmm.
I wonder
Yo,
what
what's up,
this
Skagoni? Welcome to the stream, dude.
Doesn't
How
look
you
like-
doing?
was some form of... Actually, it looked more like an expedition than anything else.
Anything... Well, she's off. Anything you found?
Well, here,
Hmm.
nothing yet so far. But from anything else,
Hmm.
too much
What about the
filming
clipboard?
glue on this. I didn't see anything on there. Well, not to my knowledge, of course.
Disappointing.
The architecture
Mm.
definitely doesn't match with some of the other surrounding things we've seen, so this place would definitely have to have been built before.
You know, I'd ask the question
Oh, they
of where's
went to-
Nashu, but being Nashu,
He'll pull out his his notebook and start writing stuff. See, if they were
Wonder who
here,
could've
that means
been.
they had a goal or reason to be here. And if it's apparently some sort of combat, vehicles or group or whatnot,
I feel like this is the
There's
first
a
time I've
purpose
ever seen
they're
it this
here.
way.
Ah, well, I usually just tend to think about what could have happened. Think of the story that happened here. After all, if you hadn't noticed already, obviously the architecture of this building, these ruins, they definitely don't match with some of the vehicles and other things we've seen around, so this place was definitely around for a lot longer than when they arrived.
What was set up?
And if there's some sort of
it's
specific
simple,
group of
just-
people, not just any random person, they were here for a reason. The question would be what?
I
To
know.
protect, to
Humanity's fault.
eliminate? I'm not
Something for elimination.
I'm not specifying it's of humanity's fault. However, there was a purpose they were here. And
I still think
based
that's
off
human.
how...
No other
It's a
peaceful
possibility.
creature would ever think of doing something this catastrophic.
It's
And that's the thing. Whatever happened here... It's hard to tell if they succeeded or failed, but... it definitely destroyed the place. and it seems they had to come and make observations afterwards. But how long has it been?
Well, based on the debris followed by some of the agricultural grow over, I'd say this happened some time long ago.
That I'm not so sure about. After all, it isn't... Well, it's more just of a guess, but it is entirely possible that this could have grown by supernatural means, at a quicker pace. Not to mention that, again, if they were... The fact that some of these items here seem to be a bit new, it's possible this could have been a bit more recent. Perhaps within the last couple of years. The ruins themselves definitely would have been here for a lot longer, but... there was something here.
It's just strange. I'm not so sure what advancements these contraptions, what these could do.
Oh, I have no
It's probably
idea.
something for evil.
For example, I have no idea what this is, but could it just start pressing buttons? And since I have big-ass fingers, I'm pressing multiple buttons at once?
You're just in the taskbar key, it's just going
Chicka chicka chicka. Yeah.
Ah, interesting. I wonder if magic could do anything with it. Lights a mini fireball.
What, are you just holding it near it, or?
Yeah.
It does nothing. It doesn't seem to be reacting to it.
Strange. I just tap it.
Jinzo and... Wait. Did I ever get your name?
Wait, Tricky, come here.
You...
It's Amber. Fuck.
How dare you forget?
mind.
How dare you forget a maiden's
I didn't-
name? She
I
had
didn't
clearly
forget it, I
introduced.
didn't know it.
She had clearly
like, I
introduced
can
herself
engrave
when
it
we
into your
first
arm.
met her. That is quite rude,
Don't
little
even.
prince.
I'm gonna slap your ass. Wait, I'm talking to you. Come here.
Come now, Ashley. We need to look at the circle here.
You fucking.
Don't step in it.
And the nicknames go on. Although they're not on me
Can
this
you tell us
time.
anything about this shit? Because that's not. Don't touch it. That's not natural. Obviously. And also.
Looks
That.
to be. a
Is
runic
there
circle
anything
of some
beyond?
kind. The sketching is a little.
There's a blue
faded.
glow.
Just letting you know, I'm gonna fly over the fucking thing over there, so excuse me a moment.
Massive wind, by the way. You're not gonna stay up for long.
That's fine, it'll just be a brief thing. Oh, fuck. It's too windy even for me. What the What is that? Is there a way down, perhaps? See, seems there were some sort of ruins below. At some point. Whatever they were here for. It seemed it was down below. Odd.
mage of this group. I'm a sorcerer.
Yep.
Has anyone taken a
Okay,
look down
so-
there?
Hold on, they stepped in the circle.
Ah,
So
I see.
basically, let me explain what that is. That circle, from what I can recall, was created when a spirit of the seasons got corrupted. I need you to roll a dice.
Oh, fuck.
Because you need to roll against me.
Frog.
Do you want the sickly red die or the silver blue die?
Silver blue, because we're going corrupted.
14.
Okay. So, as you're about to step into the circle, right before you place your foot down onto the ground inside, you get a feeling of dread. A horrible feeling that if you put your foot down, you are going to be making a very big mistake. And it is not going to end well. You don't know what will happen, but it won't be good.
I
You're right.
do not recommend stepping in that. And stay the hell away from it.
I'll do my best to keep in mind. Though, one thing I have noticed,
Feeling of corruption.
it appears to...
Corruption.
Crunching.
Pardon?
Something. I. Just don't touch it. No one go near it.
Right.
And what did you find?
Well,
The blue glow thing?
Yes. However, it did also seem that there might have been some sort of tunnels underneath there as well. I found remains of what looked like possibly an underground area that would have been here. However, obviously, it is now long gone. Just what little remains. Perhaps there was something underground that they were looking for. And of course there is the obvious blue glow, however I have no idea what that is. And it's too windy for me to get a closer look.
What are you talking about?
Here, I'll show you. Just, you'll need to come down a bit further. I'll show you a safe spot. Or at least, as safe as it can be, considering we're looking down at the edge.
But it appears there's a lot more going on than what we think. Corruption, as you put it.
Here, if you look down... If you were to look down from here...
Oh. It's...
Sweet. Gee.
It looks like...
And that was the remains of
Wait.
the underground area I was referring to as well. It could have been... Maybe something was hidden here.
It confuses me. The way it flashes, it's like thunder, but the way it shines, it's different.
It is
It's
unlike anything I've
beautiful.
ever seen.
It's dark, but also light. That is the feeling that it gives.
It's
You like
worrying,
it?
to say the very least. Hey, wait a minute. Notice something down there?
Yes, are you referring to the platform down there?
Did you check it out?
Not yet. I want to make sure I at least told you guys about this first. I'll go ahead and take a look down real quick.
Well, I would
Yeah, I
recommend
don't think you
hearing
can
around
do
the
that.
magic expert. It would be best.
If you would allow me, my lady.
Alright. Well, might as
And
well.
while you two are down
Alright.
there,
Going
will
to kind of
go
have it
see,
where you're on his back.
Okay.
We will be
I'll
back
go
soon.
check on the other two.
Of course.
Mm.
And we jump. I'm gonna fly down. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. There we go. We're landing here. There we go.
Okay.
Sorry for the rough ride. Like I said, as long as we don't get too close to the abyss, then we won't. I don't think the high winds will be too much of an issue for us. However, what
Yes, I don't think
is that?
a good question. We need.
I know. We need to
I'm gonna cast Identify.
identify.
Identify. But we don't have.
You,
Identify.
you might need to talk to Juna in the Discord call.
Yep. I'm gonna do that.
While you do that,
Juna,
I'm gonna
Juna.
check if this is clickable, like if it actually brings you somewhere. No.
Oh god,
okay.
what?
I cast Identify. We went down.
Oh,
to the very
fuck, don't
bottom.
touch
There's
the
an orange
portal!
I cast
Fuck, one got
Identify.
deleted. Sorry, what?
Don't touch the portal! Oh god, it teleported me to a different map.
Yeah, I know.
Why did you touch it? I was waiting to cast.
I was just checking out a character if it did something.
It's Portal! You've been here. You've been through it.
I forgot!
You're an idiot. The portal transports.
Okay. We
Did
just...
you know? It's a portal. It does
What?
portal things.
Wow, dude, I'm so glad I watched the Did You Know Gaming.
And it sends you somewhere else. Gasp.
Awesome. So I was mainly asking for this particular part, but if that's
Yes, it connects to something way deep down in the earth. Down in the hole.
okay. Awesome. Now I just gotta wait till Ray gets back.
Fucking dumbass.
Oh, Ray.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, I have clothes. And?
Claws.
Claws?
God, this
Claws.
accent.
You said your accent, man.
Okay, I was gonna say, where did you go?
I thought you were still up there, so I quickly went all the way up there.
No, yeah, I was coming all the way back down here. Let me just
Are you good?
There we go. Okay. There we go. Back in RP.
Alright. I'm sensing this leads to a far bigger place underground.
Do you think
Some sort.
do you think it might bring us down to where the light is?
I can't say for sure.
Giving
Off a distinct hit, as the young mages would say. It's giving off a not so rad kind of feel. All I know is that we shouldn't touch it for the time being, as this leads to a far bigger place than we can imagine.
Perhaps when we have enough supplies, maybe we could venture down. It sounds like it'd be a bit of fun. Plus, it doesn't seem like many people come here anymore anyway. It might not be an issue for us. At least in regards to bumping into unwanted company.
Agreed. But it's so strange on how so much magic, so much destruction, for what cause?
That is the question, isn't it?
Even that book. And that ring. That ritual circle. So much corruption. Much hatred. But for what? Could have caused so much hatred.
Well, that's the thing. It's always hard to tell with these sort of things. It definitely could have been anything. Could have been, perhaps, some sort of monstrosity that had to be dealt with. Perhaps it was greed, and people wanted something here. Okay, yeah.
To see a soaked and angry as fuck.
Oh,
Well, sounds like you had a bath.
We do not talk about this.
what happened to you?
Just so you know, her shirt's white and now wet.
Hold on. I need to force my fucking... Hubba.
For goodness sake. Jinzo, don't ruffle yourself.
What? I'm just
Oh no.
enjoying the view.
She'll splash you with the water that came out of her shirt. Oh, there's a rope.
There is
Did
a
you know
rope
that's
up.
there?
You do not.
We just started exploring this area, so we're not quite sure what's really here just yet. All we know is that portal.
I would definitely not go near the portal, that's for sure. It might lead underground, but apparently wherever it leads to is a lot bigger than what we're ready for.
That's right. That's how big my dick is.
Shut the fuck up!
Dick is a lot bigger than what you're ready for. Say that to a virgin, it would be true.
Are those gears?
That is what it looks like.
Maybe.
As a heads up, careful with the walls, you will fall through them, and it'll make you respawn.
Brandy, please be careful. Oh my, Brandy's giving me an anxiety attack.
Don't worry, I won't fall.
If you fall after saying that, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
I won't fall.
We should go back up. I don't think staying here is going to really help us.
Any idea
And
on
that's
where this
very
portal
loud.
goes?
Well, Amber was stating that it leads somewhere deep underground. It honestly might lead us to whatever that is, but it seems to be a lot
Well-
bigger than what we're ready for.
Yes,
An
this
adventure
is
for
not
another
something that
time.
we need to even be involved with, so let's just make our way up.
Though you have to admit,
There
if
are
we did
ropes,
get the
or you
proper
can fly.
supplies, wouldn't it make for a fun adventure?
Another time.
Let's put it this way, this place is extremely unstable. So unless we want to fall into probably a cavernous area, we should probably go. At least
Oh, cavernous.
Don't start freaking out. We aren't actually going.
What? You know I'm not a fan of caves. It's just not my thing.
What?
It's not my thing.
I get that, but... I flip.
I'm going to assume Amber came back up.
she's down there. She's right there. Seriously. Ugh.
What? I didn't see her before.
I'm here. I've been here this whole time.
My apologies.
Hell, I'm blind and I can see her.
Makes two of us.
Let's just
Listen, I'm blind,
make
not
our
by
way over this
choice.
way, yeah?
Ah, fuck. Okay. Where are we sitting? Where?
I don't want to be the one to considerably point out the big huge circle over there that you nearly just stepped in while sidestepping around other people. But don't do that.
I know what I was doing. There is nothing
Right.
to worry about.
If you do wish to not have the calamity all over you,
I'm still standing.
these are surprisingly comfortable.
We're going to get killed at this rate.
Well, nothing new. Survival's the only thing I know. But sometimes you gotta take risks, even if you don't want to.
Oh, I only say I just don't wish to die so soon. And not through something as admittedly stupid as stepping in a circle. After being warned.
Get
Hey,
the
don't
fuck
forget.
over here, Brab.
And I get that, but...
Drop
It isn't...
it. Two just right there. There we go. Alright, let's learn about each other, shall we? Because we really
Oh,
haven't had a
great.
time to talk. We should probably know a bit more about each other, what we can do, so if a situation comes up where our sentinel comes waltzing on in, we're not, scrambling.
Is this the
Plus,
part
we
where we
don't
have
really
a
know about each
bonfire
other.
and sing Kumbaya together?
This is the
How
part
do
you
you know
shut
what
the
that
fuck
is
up.
yet? Okay. So, how about you start? Little Prince.
Well... How exactly do I start this off?
So,
Tell us
what
about
is your
yourself.
name? Where do you come from? What are you involved with? What abilities do you have?
With
Yeah,
some that is
favorite
pretty
drinks,
obvious.
favorite position.
My name is Esparginus Regalia. As you all know.
I noticed you keep saying it wrong. You do know that when you have a noble title, yes, when you have a noble title, or your nobility, whenever you're saying your family name, you put D in front of it. So it would be de regalia, not just regalia. Because if you said just regalia, that means it's not a noble house. What do you know?
Yeah. Maybe he fell out of royalness.
Or he just. But yeah, continue.
Well, simply put, I was reincarnated, I guess is the way to put it. I know that's something I've told you all, but the whole story behind it is interesting. I was more or less revived by the greater spirit, Hollow.
Who the fuck
Hello.
is that?
Someone not exactly to worry about right now.
You say that, but I worry that it will become something of a worrisome later.
And
Keep
also
an
a
eye out.
spirit.
I know.
I will admit,
It's-
that is odd, considering what you are.
I know. It confuses me, but not something to dwell on for too long.
Continue.
But I didn't exactly age like you all. I quite literally was born like this.
He's a baby. How old are you again? To tell the class.
Maybe a month, 3 or so.
He really is.
Oh my god, you are literally a baby.
I
And
do.
this is why I haven't really hit on him. A bit too baby for my taste.
It's why my mother and father aren't exactly too... Well, more, my father isn't exactly too strong with me leaving the house. I was even lucky to get out the first time.
And now we get to meet them. Joy. Actually, why do they want us to meet them? Seems like a bad idea.
Wait, they
Not
want.
even joking.
Wait, they want us
Yeah.
to
They
meet
want to meet
them?
us.
Well,
Huh.
you see...
I don't think that's a good
that
idea.
is the thing. They want to see just how good of friends you are. That is what
We
worries
barely
me.
know you.
I mean, not a good track record so far.
Just... Please. I'm asking this. Don't do anything too crazy.
Well, I never.
Why?
I mean,
You...
I can't
especially.
believe you would assume that of us.
Well,
Honestly,
at
how
the
rude.
ending. At the
Which
ending
one
of
of
the
us hit the
day.
giant red button?
I'm listening.
At the ending of the day, they want to see us, the 4 of us, calling us your friends and such. And yes, we do hardly know you, but you are an individual who you are bringing together the people who need a leader, even if they do not necessarily believe that they do.
I suppose so. Just...
It sounds like you do not need friends, but you need, well, the group to follow.
It's... But moving on, I think I should get back to exactly how I came to be. Funny enough, I actually didn't have this accent.
Oh my god, he
Oh.
wasn't French.
Huh?
Can you speak without it? Since you know what it's like to not have the accent, can you speak without the accent?
It's more of a habit than anything.
But can you do it? That is all I'm asking.
I'd like to see
Can
this.
Can Little Prince,
try?
U.S. Prince?
Let's just take a moment and think about it. I can, but I choose not to. No one
okay.
make this awkward.
Yeah,
But
Uh-oh.
ignoring that,
Out of RP, don't mind me. I'm adjusting my headset. Sorry. Oh, and there she goes. Oh, fine.
oh.
And down goes the wheat.
Did I just
Getting so
make a crash?
Oh, you're lying.
okay.
You like
You're lagging.
Both
Oh,
of you are
who's
lagging, actually.
lagging, right?
Oh no.
No, you.
No, you.
Everyone's like,
What's
No,
going
You're
on?
lagging.
What do you mean?
You're lagging.
it's just you three. It's just you three. I'm fine.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
like Frog
Yeah,
and
yeah, your chat's gonna shit.
wait, what?
Look at your chat server.
No, no,
Because you're lagging pretty bad.
no!
You're lagging.
Just when things were getting good.
Don't do this to me, VR chat! No!
You-
Let's not scream, please.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's 305.
Amazing.
Oh wait, we're back. We're back.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Hello?
Hey, I can hear you.
Back.
Okay. Phew.
All right, the servers are going. The pings are going down, so that means the servers have been fixed.
Where do you see pink?
If you hit your menu on top of S and ping,
No.
oh, we're going back up. 200 and we're going down again.
I don't see where I can see ping.
Go to your So go to your main menu, hit settings, hit the extended tab. Should be in.
Performance. No.
I'm just checking right now to see. And debug.
Oh,
I like keeping an eye on the server too, just see if people are freaking out. I'm also looking at the VR chat status website. I don't see anything on either yet.
I think we're
Our ping,
fine.
Yeah, the ping is at a solid 110, but it was at 380 before, so.
Oh lordy. Also, hey Laura,
Cool.
welcome to the stream, dude.
Amazing.
Alright, so yeah. So currently we're gonna sit at a 110, so hopefully that should resolve itself so we can continue.
Well, are we gonna wait
Looked
for?
at my fireball, said "Oh no," and then crashed.
Pretty fire. I,
Yo, that's pretty fire. That's sit lit on cap. No god, no cap.
I literally had to like I have my fucking Crocs hanging by like my fucking feet, just so it doesn't look weird. Because if I'm wearing it like normal, this is how my legs look, and that doesn't look right. That looks
oh my
broken.
god.
Yeah,
You snapped your legs look so broken.
exactly. Because they're bird legs. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me see something. I got an idea. Since we're waiting on Gina anyway, let me just I'm just gonna bring this over.
Oh, hey.
Hold on a sec. I'm doing a thing.
Welcome back, Gina.
Just so I don't strain my fucking feet. One foot.
Yeah, shit broke for a second there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
we went
ping,
to like
when
300
you
ping,
left,
all of us did.
380, we were all just talking like robots.
Okay, anyway, let's continue.
After being, incarnated, getting my clothes, being introduced to all this, I got taken to the mansion and got introduced to
Oh my god, there's like something in my
my mother
eye.
and father.
What gives you the idea to go track down the likes of us?
Well, they did explain to me that what I was, and that, well, nearly extinct, or were extinct. And I didn't know what to do, so I just wondered when I got the opportunity to leave. And that is where I met Nashu.
And I almost ate you because you act like a human.
Well, since you were the next in line to be found, why don't you tell us about yourselves then, Nashu?
He's not even close to being done yet.
Oh,
Like, yeah, I could explain stuff about, my backstory and all that type of shit, but that still doesn't tell us what can you do.
Hey,
true.
well, besides the whole moving in infections and knowing
We can all
where
do that.
I know. That's just it. I don't think I have anything yet. Besides
This
the
is why
whole
I'm teaching
intuition
you.
thing.
Yes, the intuition is something that the other four of us lack. Well,
Though I
that
do
type
have
of
knowledge
intuition,
on
at least.
some magic.
Please, tell me. It seems as if you look like a glintstone sorcerer.
It's from my past life. I was able to manipulate
But can you still
blood,
do it?
dark, and
While he's explaining,
I
we'll look
don't
at something real
know.
quick.
And I don't
And another
believe so.
time. Okay. Lovely.
I
Moving on. We'll get there. Because you have a lot more to learn than just combat. You barely even know about any of us, or what we can do, or the other race. I'll get there. Anyway, how about you go? What's her name again?
Oh, you're referring.
You,
There we go.
Pickums.
it's Amber.
Yeah.
Ashley?
And
Oh, yeah, Ashley. Thank you.
well, off to a great bonding start, I take it. Nothing.
The best friends mess with each other, yeah?
That is true.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
suppose
Yikes.
All time I've spent has either been alone or with family. Not much to really give you guys. If you guys are asking for a massive, exciting story, I can tell you you're not going to get one from me. All I can tell you is, from family, they were known as the ritualists. People that used grand spiritual magic power to ignite rituals for either good or bad. My brothers and sisters were always so fascinated by it and excelled. Unfortunately for me, I was more focused on other forms of magic. So, while they were traveling the world, they sought me to work on other projects. And when I returned, they were gone. And I've been looking for them ever since. So I'm not quite sure if they're here or there, or alive or dead. But one day maybe I'll find them.
They probably got hunted.
And that's probably my
That
worst
is
fear.
unfortunate.
I hope to find the ritualites. Maybe they can shed some light, but I haven't been able to find any of them. And as you said, they might have already been wiped out.
I'm sure there
So-
are still out there. The only issue is you're all extremely fucking good at hiding. Can't really call them out.
Yeah. It's funny, I wasn't the brightest bunch in our group when it came to that.
I feel like it'd be sad for all of us.
Yes, we are all the runs of the litter, aren't we?
Yeah, well-
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, I did try to kill the little one here, and
Join the club.
Join the club.
yeah, well, let's be
Hey,
honest.
yo.
You know, if
Whoops.
we're gonna be open here.
We'll get there.
It's okay, Sandy.
Don't
You'll
worry,
get
I
that
still
one
have
thing.
my chance.
I'd even have to say,
Don't
even you.
take it.
Take 'em
If it
down
makes
the
you
ship.
feel better, though, at least you caught me by surprise better than I could even do that myself.
Yeah. So what can you do? I mean, besides,
Well-
usually what Elka can do, rituals and all that stuff.
I'm a
Actually, you should
little
probably explain
different
that for
than.
him.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'm a little different than my counterparts. While they focused on furthering their ritual knowledge, I focused more on the abilities as fire and a little bit of blood magic, but I'm not so good with it. For rituals,
Maybe you could actually help.
Eh,
Yay. Sorry, continue.
suppose
I
so.
can't help it.
no, you're fine. But it's, as you saw, I hate to admit it, but I'm not the brightest when it comes to forms of circles. I may know a lot about them, and I can feel the aura and pressure that they give, but I'm not really knowledgeable on the level or the history of where they come from. But hopefully, over time, I might be able to learn that.
If I may,
Interesting.
I don't believe you have anything to be sorry about. It just means that you have something to improve on. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Finally took the out of
Well, I appreciate it, little one. But though
And this is what
it may. Hey, look, you're not the one that got
I'm about to give
abducted
him
here.
7 reasons why.
But But I have to say, as crazy as all of you are, and God forbid, sometimes just it's totally sexual. It's it's nice to finally find a group that I can hopefully put my trust in.
Fair enough. Alright, Shinzo, your turn.
Ah, I see. Finally my time to tell my glorious tale. Except admittedly...
Singing.
No worries, I will spare you from my natural talent. For now, at least. After all, admittedly, there's not really too much to say on my end. For those of you who aren't aware, usually with my kind, we are a solitary sort of folk. We usually don't really stick around with big groups and villages and whatnot. We usually keep to ourselves, even if there were a lot of variations of us, whether from the jungles, from the redwoods, where I'm from, so on and so forth. And, well, I basically grew up with my mother and father, of course. Father was always a bit stern and whatnot, but Mother had the voice of an angel. And it was her songs and tales that would inspire me to go for my goal of being a well-known bard. Hope to share the talents that she had blessed upon me upon birth. And well, it wasn't really anything special until one day when one of our rare events sort of happened. Despite us being solitary, we do have moments where we would have gathered together, and there would be events, festivals and whatnot, have you. I was young, of course, when it happened, but due to how we were all usually very dispersed, it was during one of these events that they decided to attack. Which, of course, I ended up losing sight of my family, and even of the people I did know from there, and had been alone ever since. So really, there's not too much to tell that you probably would have already known, outside of how I grew up, I suppose. But...
Interesting way of putting it.
Nothing. Just continue on with what you were saying. I'll put my input when you're done.
Well, I was just going to say it's a surprisingly, I guess, mundane sort of tale compared to what the rest of you have probably experienced. But that's why I've always had such an interest in telling these extravagant stories. And maybe hoped in experiencing something like that myself someday. Which is why this group is quite interesting.
Oh, we are.
So abilities-wise, what can you do?
Of course.
Probably should explain all of them because he knows nothing about any of us. Or what we can do besides what he's experienced so far, at least.
Well, in
Make sure you
regards...
take notes.
I'll keep mental ones.
Well, then... Oh, hips. There we go. In regards to abilities, well, of course, you are already familiar with a few of them, such as flight, of course. Wind magic would definitely be an obvious one, of course, you know. Bird, wings, it's sort of complimentary. And you did also fall victim. I know, right? It would be so unbelievable. And of course, I assume you remember when you fell for my little charms. Back when I tried to kill you, of course.
As you do.
I certainly do remember them.
Besides that, though, I am at least also decent when it comes to physical combat. After all, these talons and wings are not just for show. Have my talons are definitely very strong, and I do have sharp wings. Which, you like, I would hope to show you how it would be used in combat at some point. Besides that and some keen eyesight, that would pretty much be it. For me, at least.
Big hands, big gloves. Anyway. Senbu.
Well, I was explaining it earlier, but I am Senbu Kratex. I am a part of the Kratex family within my group. Not necessarily a royally family or royalty, but not at the bottom of the line either. The Kratex family were a bunch of sorcerers, to say the least. Mages specific on fire. Hence why I know the fire. But
I'll
we
explain
were
about
very
the
well
RP
known for
after this.
other things as well.
Sorry, LR.
My race is very well known for being much of a community, so when anything is going to happen, gatherings and such, they send people out to collect food. As in being in the deserts and such, there isn't much, but we prepare for gatherings at least. Well, I was one of the gatherers at the time, and when I did come back, everyone was already gone. I didn't see any fight or war. There weren't any bodies. It was just a ghost town. In fact, all of the villages that I have went to, including the one that all of you found me at, were different parts of my race at one point, and they're all empty. So I'm not sure what happened. I have no
Seems
knowledge.
like you and I both share the same storyline there.
Yes. But the things that I can do, wield fire, absolutely. I am also known for being able to use any type of melee weaponry, although I do not have any, besides my claws. And being the race that I am, we are also known for hypnotism and poisons.
Oh, are you the poisonous variation or the constricting kind?
I know lots of poison. But given the strengths that I have, within my tail at least, constriction is not... Well, it is an option.
Good to know! And I suppose your weakness is cold. Since you are cold-blooded, correct? Technically.
This is
I
correct.
guess that's what you would be called. Don't really have blood, but our bodies still act that way.
Yes, the cold is not my fancy.
Oh, it's not mine. Yeah, that makes sense. Well then, oh, sounds like a PA meeting. Hi, I'm Nashu. I'm a Chengu, as you could probably tell. I'm a fish. A bit different than other Jengu. Usually we have tails. It's a bit similar to him in the sense, fish tails. Purely aquatic. We don't have legs. Except for, where I came from, since there's a lot of history to go over. Okay, actually, where's the best way to start here? Where our home was in a jungle. The water was fairly shallow in most areas. Lots of roots, foliage. So a tail was not that useful, especially when you would have to climb out of the water. So we had legs instead with smaller tails. Believe me, our tails are still strong, still quite useful, but we also need to be able to climb. Another little aspect that probably didn't tell him is that there was a lot of underwater cave systems that span miles and miles. Some connected to other oceans. Well, it's connected to the ocean, some connected to lakes, other mangroves, basically what you would expect. There was a lot of issues with those cave systems, because, you all know about the leechery, correct? You probably don't. Leechery are another one of the races. They, for the most part, are aquatic, but not always. Just think a lot of tentacles. A lot of them.
Yeah.
They're very fucking creepy. And most of them glow. And they are cavernous dwellers. They usually reside in dark, enclosed spaces. Whether that be trenches or cave systems.
Good to keep in mind.
Great.
No, you don't have to respond. Okay. Yeah, so there used to be a lot of conflict with them. Early on, for my people, there was a lot of fighting in those caves. Which is how we began to adapt. Whether with, being able to crawl through small spaces, our ability to sharply turn underwater. Our legs came in a lot of handy in those situations, but because of it, our eyes grew used to the dark. So we have double lids. Our normal eye takes in way too much light, so basically night vision and pitch black. And then we had our first lid for when we're out here in the light, and then our second lid, which acts like normal eyelids. But eventually, over time, we did push them out. But that does sort of explain. My people are, a lot of them are warriors. We live in pods. Most live in the ocean, so pods are more important. They're a lot more defensive of each other, but we didn't really have to deal with a lot of Jengu because they can't fucking walk, because they're fucking losers. So, the place I showed you before, that's where my pod resided. And it was peaceful enough, I suppose. It was years ago that we pushed out the leechery, so we were pretty open with other species, even Jengu. And it was a place of congregation. Other species could go in, trade. There were spirits, but we had basically a bit of a treaty with spirits that resided in that area. For the most part, we wouldn't attack them, and vice versa, since they had ways to keep us fed. To allow us life energy without having to drain them. So, while residing there, once again, pretty peaceful. My species, basically for the Jengu, how we do things is we're pretty separate, but periodically we would have to send over envoys to the other Jengu, to the different pods, to relay information. And it's not something we can do often because we're not exactly peaceful with each other. It was, very aggressive. We don't like each other a lot. So I really hope we don't fucking find another one. God, what else can I explain here? Most of this I would think would be common knowledge. Oh, there they go. There, there they are. Back from the abyss. We, while young, are... Oh, they're going again.
You good?
Oh, they're back.
I don't know what's happening.
Anyway, you're sinking into the ground. Anyway, we're sort of... when we're very young, our skills are sort of taken note of, and what our role is going to be for our community is picked from that. My role was I was supposed to sort of be a bit of a envoy for their court. Since, Fangires were the ones who were the main spokesperson, if you will. The ones who were the top dogs. Bit of American pricks, but no one else really wants to do that. No one else was quite as powerful. But at the same time, it couldn't just be you guys. And so, for all of us, we would have to send over envoys or people to participate in their court for any major decisions, especially pertaining to our god. My job was going to be protection. To keep you guys safe, specifically ones of the headline. But as we can see, that didn't really fucking happen. So, yeah, I had to learn a lot of stuff. Parents aren't... Pods take care of each other, so we don't really have that close relation to our parents too much. Instead, the closest relation I had was to my teacher, since they showed me how to traverse caves, how to fight, all the information I will ever fucking need about the different races and shit. It's too fucking much. But, like everyone, at some point, it was a normal day. There wasn't any sign of things going wrong. For the last couple of weeks, there was less and less communication with the other races. Envoys, they weren't coming over. Our envoys weren't returning. The Vanguard had been completely silent for months. Communication was completely cut off. But at the time I was young, that wasn't my concern. And then the explosions started. They started with cornering off the entire jungle. Off all the exits to the caves, everything, and then began to enclose in. They had methods to deal with us underwater. They had hooks and chains that they would send out, attached to the limbs, and then have them forcefully drag us to the surface. Please. So if you got caught in one, that wasn't really the best of things, I'm sure you can imagine. Yeah. There was a lot of screaming, a lot of hiding, although it didn't work out that well. A lot of shattering. But they just didn't stop coming. I tried to help, as you would expect, but I was told to basically fuck off because I was too young. I did get one of them on my ankle. Can't really take that off, unless I want to take off my leg. So, got trapped for a little bit, and then they knew a little bit too much about us. They were prepared. And so they had these little contraptions, these little balls that they threw out into the water. And when they went off, it gave out. It was basically like a flashbang, except a lot louder. It's capable of cracking us. And it was really fucking bright. And one went off right in front of my face. Which damaged my eyes. That's why I can't fucking see. Well, technically I can see, sort of. I have to keep my eyelids closed, but since they're so damaged, everything is blurry to the point where I can't see them well. I can definitely see movement, but everything is blurry. Extremely so. Like, that's a black blob, that's a brown blob, that's another, like, reddish black blob, and you are a gray blob. But if I were to, well, lift those, I would just hurt my eyes even more because there's too much light. So a bit fuckered in that sense. But, yeah, that actually brings up another point. At the time, I was, not made of the material that we're made out of. Since I was young, I was still made of flesh and blood. And so, this is permanent. Because if you get injured when you're young, that stays. That's why for that woman girl we met, that's why she doesn't have an arm. Probably injured when she was just a child. But if I wasn't flesh at the time, I would be dead. That frequency of that contraption that went off in my face would have shattered me on impact. But since I wasn't, it just debilitated me and knocked me out. It didn't let me loose, so I wasn't, stuck to the ground because of this thing. And from what I gathered later on when I woke up, I got basically thrown into one of the small underwater caves. Not one of the main ones connected, but, just a bit of a divot in the ground. Something that's usually quite covered up with all the muck. So, it's understandable how I wasn't found. And, when I got out, there really wasn't anyone anymore. It was a lot of fire, a lot of smoke in the air, and everywhere was just littered with rainbow shards. Obviously I searched, or at least I tried to, because I couldn't really see that well, but because of my training, I at least had practice with having my eyes closed and being able to sense things and see through reflections. And see, my teacher, she was a really, really good warrior. She had a bunch of different weapons, but one of her favorite weapons was this mace. It was not subtle at all, but boy, would it hit someone. Flesh it would tear through, but it's for us that really does effective things because it would crack them hard. And I looked for it, I found that next to a pile of shards. And that's actually what my necklace is made out of. They're shards. At least, one of the biggest pieces I could find. And yeah, sort of nothing left there for me. So I to explore. Turns out the cave systems were completely flushed. Good thing I wasn't down there at the time. But went through them, came out into a different swamp, and that's where I stayed for a while. And then you came along. Which, by the way, we really need to find a way to make it so people stop trying to eat you, because I don't want to be a night crawler. Thanks, but no thanks. That shit would suck. And yeah, there's my tragic backstory. I do water magic. I can do that whole, sort of thing like what Jinzo does. Lure people, mesmerize them with the whole voice, but that's never something I've really had a talent in. I mostly do water shit, stealth stuff. Warrior, protector, if you will. And since you're around, that means I now have to fucking protect you. Great. Because this is literally what I was trained to do.
You don't exactly need protection all the time.
Bullshit.
I mean, considering that, like, if it wasn't for her, I would have shot you again with a fireball.
If it wasn't for me, they would have eaten you. They would have shot you. He might have frenzied while we were still there. You're welcome.
You need to go on.
Plus,
Face it,
someone
little
has to
prince.
teach you. Apparently, most people here don't actually know our history. Or anything. At all.
Yeah.
Fucking months.
I definitely think this has gotten us all to know each other better. Understand why the way we are.
We are one troublesome group.
Just be glad that you never had to see the whole hunting fiasco.
I would definitely be glad of that
Yeah.
one.
Well, if I had to say something, I've definitely had my run-ins with individuals who weren't exactly happy with Supernatural.
Oh?
Well, before I was a Fangaya, I was actually, well, a bit of a mix of something.
Oh my god, they're happy.
Weird.
Okay.
It's a lot, but very simply put, do any of you know what Shadowfell is?
Yes. Don't know why this matters, so just get to the point, please. I really don't care too much about your past life. I'm just curious about this piece of information.
Well, simply put, I went to go visit the city with some people I knew. Old friends, if you would. We met a very interesting individual. I believe their name was Tiana, I think. They said they were part of the church.
Just wanted to know if anyone else. This rings a name, rings a bell for anyone else. This name. Just wanted
Admittedly, I don't believe it rings familiar for me, but again, I have been in solitude for a long time. Until
I've been hiding
recently.
in the woods for...
That is a name, yes, that I am very aware of. But not because I have any interactions with them. That is just a name that shows up in stories that... well, not good stories.
Well...
Hero. Turn out the one that killed you. Huh.
I got very lucky. I barely survived. Besides the fact that they were chasing...
You know how the church works, right? You are aware of that? You wouldn't be going against it if you didn't actually understand what you're fighting against, right? Right? She's rapidly blinking at me, does not give me an answer.
Blinking!
You stupid little prince.
Sorry if I'm a little quiet in terms of RP. Jinzo's just thinking a lot. When it comes to going in detail about what happened, he goes a bit like this.
Big ones that we need to worry about in this church. Yeah, fuck the entire church. Yeah, there are sentinels and shit, but there are 3 individuals that we really need to worry about.
The one that you met is
Yeah.
one of them.
You want to explain to him? You want to explain that?
The one that you met, they are known as I believe, the Executioner. They are the
Wonderful.
ones that will be your death. The other 2, what are they? The judge and the jury?
Mm-hmm.
I do not know the name of those 2 because they do not necessarily go out and make a ruckus as the Executioner does. But if they ever did, then we really should be worried. We are.
From what I can recall. It doesn't matter if we're disguised. Whoever this judge is, if they take one look at us, they know what we are. Doesn't matter what magic we try to use to hide, they know what we are. They can see us. We can't hide from them.
And if the judge sees us, well, the Executioner will be sure to find us. The jury, that one's a little different. We still don't want to interact with them. In the church's eyes, all of us are unfit to live. I hope you understand that.
I do.
I'd be ready to fight for it too.
If you see them, you need to tell us immediately, and we need to leave.
Actually,
They are not something we can fight. Not yet.
can you describe a description of them? That way we know what to look out
Can you
for.
describe a description?
Can you give a description of them? So that we know what to look out for.
Better.
Well,
And I love Common.
if I can remember correctly.
Wording be heard. I hope I'm not coming off as an asshole. This character's just a bit off right now.
Purple hair. In a bun. They do always seem to carry around equipment such as... What are they?
A
knife
pistol.
and gun, I believe. Yes, actually.
Magnum.
That was one of the stories. Yeah. It's interesting how someone who is a part of a church, holiness and pure, can be described as a she-devil.
Well, To some people, what they see as pure can actually just be painful.
Oh yeah, I think we forgot. Hey, by the way, just letting you know, we sort of released this thingy that's like trying to actively kill any purist it can find, and it was really gross looking.
That is true.
It
Yes.
was
I forgot about
quite
that.
disgusting.
It had two faces, and one of them was where its dick is supposed to be. It also had a weird balls. Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Had a mouth. I mean,
To be
where
fair,
It had
certain
two
parts
mouths.
should be.
anything that will kill any of those purists, the better.
That's why we need to go talk to that Wolfen girl, because whoever her friend is, I want to know who the fuck her friend is. What the fuck was that?
I mean, we didn't really get much information. On top of it,
No,
we were
we
just told to
didn't.
release.
We will be going back. Not to the monster, back to Tari.
Oh yeah, that's her name.
Well, there is someone there that I should see. And it doesn't hurt to visit them once in a while.
We want answers.
Well, hopefully we'll get them.
I honestly think we will. Considering that we did the favor, I think asking what it was be at least on our mind.
Whatever that shit was, it was powerful. I mean,
Considering we had to
all
hide.
felt it when we had those little orb thingies. Whoever this friend is beyond us. I don't know if it's going to be aggressive or not, but you know, since they had us help them, hopefully it isn't. But it's sort of the reason why I want to, like, you know what all of us can do. So if we get into some shit, we can get out of some shit.
Well, I feel as if releasing that might be troublesome. I feel like we shouldn't have released it first.
Were we not given 5?
We were given 5, I think. Yes, we were. Wait.
Let him see it.
Cough. I think I have your. Did you give it to me? Do I have his as well?
I have it. I have the 5th.
You have it. Okay.
Okay.
Give him orb. Give him sparkle thing. I like the thing. It's very sparkly. I can see it.
Do not crush it in your hand right now, please. If you do, then you activate it.
Okay, we also got a really big meal out of this. I enjoyed that.
This is true.
That was
So explain to you
enjoyable.
what it does. That small stone there, if you crush it in your hand, your aura, what you are and everything, will be covered up by another's aura. And we are under the suspicion that it is a friend of Tari's.
Which was strange because it matched the monster's aura. Which is why it probably left us alone.
So we do have questions left.
I might have some of my own to ask.
Good. Well, so it is decided that we will go back to Torres and when we are done resting.
Mm-hmm. And maybe we could teach, you know, the little princeling a couple of things. Less useless. Yay.
More of a voice to speak.
Yeah, speak the fuck up. Pull that, you know, little stick out of your ass so you can actually talk to people without having him having to take charge.
There is no
That's
prim and
something I
proper
did
here,
hear.
little one. You can speak your mind freely.
That I wouldn't say is exactly the best of ideas.
I mean, for God's sakes, I shot you in the foot, and the
You're so
first thing you
fucking
did was
edgy.
try to be all diligent. God, I can't tell what's more annoying. That little egotistical asshole bullshit, or the sexual talk I hear from these two.
Two?
I think one is worse than the other.
Well,
Which
I don't
two
really
are you
know her
pointing at? Because there's
situation.
3 of us sitting here.
I
Well,
was
the
going
two of
to
us talk about
say.
it, and then Zoo just gets involved.
Listen, I flirt. It's a lot more subtle.
Ah, great. There's 3 of them. So as I was saying, they got. Excuse me.
Like, do you think you could help me to try to take this off? 'Cause I
You want
felt
to change your
something.
pants there?
Well, I do not see why not. And there's a thing about the Cratexes was that we were jewelers as well. Maybe that skill can come into play here.
Getting it off would be fucking great.
Aye. The more I can take off of you, the better.
And
You have a fair point. You
No,
have a fair
I-
point.
Getting to a point. This place has no energy and it is wearing me down. Should
I
we
second that.
rest here for the night or should we leave? And if we do rest here, I'm not sleeping in the ruins. I will sleep on the ship.
I second that as well.
I'm fine with whatever. I'm so curious, but I'm fine with whatever.
I suppose we could rest here first before we continue.
Well, I'm going to go
fair
to
enough.
the ship then. Maybe not sleep in it, but next to it at least. I want to be closer, safer.
Well, considering it is my ship, I would prefer to sleep on my own ship.
This is communism.
Well, I'm going to wander for a bit before I head to the ship for some rest. I will see you all there.
Yeah. You're gonna head over with them to the camp.
Going to fly down like before, so we. This pisses me off when I get reminders of what happened. You would think I would be over it by now, yet it still feels like a fresh wound that haunts me. They may have humiliated our kind, but mark my words, we will make them pay. And then when we do, it will be quite the tale to tell. Makes me look forward to the day when karma comes to bite them in the ass. No matter. No need for them to see me sulk and be bitter. I just need a moment to process and think. And I'll catch up with them soon enough.
Shinzo?
How much did you hear? You know, when I was talking about how I was going to explore for a bit, I assumed that the insinuation that I wanted to do it alone would have been...
Question mark?
Hold on. Let me let them know we're still doing a thing. Me and Brandy are still doing a thing. You know, when I talked about exploring, I was hoping that you would have caught on to the insinuation that I prefer to do it alone. Young prince.
No. And like that, but you still are this group.
You glitched the fuck out. I did not hear what you said.
You also, you're looking out for me. Well, so we're both struggling here.
Fuck! Fucking lag, bro. Okay. Sorry.
Thanks for your chat.
Thank you, VR chat. I think we're good now, though.
Man, what do you about this group?
I am aware of that. You do not need to comfort of anything like that if that is what you were worried about.
You know, Jinzo, I know what it's like to chase after a story. Believe it or not, when before I was this, I was immersed by them. I adored every single one. And there was one I was dying to learn about. But I never found the end of it. Not in that life anyways. I only knew so little about it. And I was trying to pursue it alone. It got me nowhere. I don't want that to be the same for you. As much as I get frustrated with you all, you all are my companions.
am aware. And trust me, I have no plans of doing anything on my own. At least not anything that would be considered stupid. I know I'm not the brightest in the bunch, but even I am not that daft.
And
It's just upsetting when I get reminders of what happened so long ago. Hearing Nashu's tale, it just brought back memories. Old wounds.
unfortunately, I can't relate, but
You should consider
doesn't
yourself
mean
blessed
you
you were not there. That you didn't have to see any of that. It was horrible. It was something I'll never forget. Obviously, there are things I have not opened up about, unlike Nashu, but I don't think I'm ready to talk about that yet. I just needed a
that is
moment.
perfectly fine. Just know that we'll be here. You don't have to keep it all to yourself.
I'm aware. And I appreciate it. Although I am surprisingly used to solitude and whatnot, despite the brief visits I would make, it is different and an adjustment to be sticking with a group for so long. It is not a bad one, though. It's comforting. And I appreciate you all being here. Just every story gets told in time. And eventually the rest of mine will be told. Just when I'm ready.
Of course.
Thank you,
There are things that...
Esbar.
Of course, Enzo. Shinzo, sorry.
It's alright, no need to lose your wording there.
Just... not exactly used to all this.
I don't think any of us are, to be fair. It's an adjustment, and you have to admit we are a bit of a ragtag team, I guess you can say.
Yes. But an enjoyable one. One of a kind, in my opinion.
Ah, so you do find us enjoyable. I'm so glad to hear. It'll be our little secret.
Good. I don't want the others holding this over me.
Of course, I'll be merciful. This one time. For hearing me out.
Of course. Well, we should get going.
Of course. We don't want, I suppose we don't want the others to wait too long.
Though,
Oh.
I worry about what you will come back to.
I have
You
no
do
idea.
realize when...
Mhm.
You do realize when we were at Tari's, the tent, I could hear...
I'm not going to make a comment on that. For your sake, I'm going to be merciful this one time and hold my tongue. Let's move on from this topic and pretend it never happened.